Welcome back to the Cookout family. It is time for us to get a meal on the Blackstone. We did breakfast last time. Tonight we're going to throw together a quick dinner. It is going to be a creamy Cajun chicken pasta. Say that fast. How you doing, family? So as I said before, we are doing a pasta, which is a creamy Cajun chicken pasta. Y'all try to say that fast. Good luck with that. I decided to go ahead and put my noodles on here. I have some linguine, and I went ahead and put that on there. I told you this Blackstone is a beast because I put this pot on there for this recipe. I'm also going to put a cast iron pan on there, and I'm going to do some chicken. So let's get started. This recipe has chicken breast, it has garlic, it has heavy cream, it has tomatoes, and of course, secret ingredient is the Cajun seasoning. Got to be saucy, right? So we're gonna start off with our chicken. And you know what? Gotta put a little oil. Y'all know I got to grease it. So I'm gonna put a little oil on the Blackstone. Get my spatula and just spread that on there. I already had it preheating for you all because I knew y'all was coming to the cookout. When people come to the cookout, you got to be ready. So we're gonna let that get hot. And I have my chicken breast here, no seasoning on here yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna throw them on the Blackstone. Y'all, I still haven't gotten no gloves. What's going on with me? I'm tripping, right? And I don't want to touch the chicken. So I'm going to go ahead and just use this paper towel. Put this chicken right there on the Blackstone. Bam. So I'm going to start off with my base seasoning. I always use Cavender's. This is my go-to on everything. So I've already put a little bit on there already. I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit, because you can't go wrong with Cajun, or Cavender's, I should say. Next, I'm going to use this Cajun seasoning, this Louisiana Cajun seasoning. I'm going to sprinkle some of that on there. Always got to have ground pepper. So I'm going to spread my pepper on there. And let that cook for a moment. So while this chicken is cooking in the Cajun seasoning, I have my cast iron pan. I'm gonna put it directly on the Blackstone. I do have some gloves to help me out here because I do need to move my noodles a little bit. I'm gonna slide to the right, 2 steps back, 1 hop 2 times. Hey, make a song out of everything though. All right, so we're gonna let that get hot. We're gonna start off with butter and garlic in here while this chicken is cooking. So when I get ready to add the butter and the garlic, I will come back because I don't want you to miss none of the steps. We'll be right back. So I'm back. My skillet has gotten a little hot right there. So we're gonna add the butter to the pan. Look at there. Y'all know I take that butter and I grease it real good. Dun, 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 dun. All right, enough of the entertainment, right? We're gonna let this butter melt. And while it is melting, I've already crushed up some garlic. Some stuff I just figure I'd do off camera, y'all. And I'm gonna put that garlic in there. I'm gonna stick to the paper plate. And we're gonna let that cook and get flavoring. Y'all know just until it's tender and you smell it cooking and you know it's ready. So we're gonna let that continue to cook, melt down. I'm gonna flip over this chicken. So grab my spatula because I need to get some seasoning on the other side. Other side getting jealous. Flip it over, get a nice little brown to it. We know it's not done. Y'all better cook that chicken all the way done. So I'm gonna hit this other side with my, y'all know I love the Tony. I love Tony. Put a little Tony on there. Some of this Cajun seasoning can be a little salty, so be sure to taste it before you over season it. So I'll just put a little bit on there. I'm gonna let this continue to cook. Let this melt down. When the butter melts and I'm ready to add my heavy cream and tomatoes, I will come right back, I promise you. So you all, guess what? This butter is melting pretty good. Look at there. With that garlic, looking pretty good. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna add my tomatoes. They're diced up. I cheated. I let Food Lion do it for me. But hey, you feeling like you want to chop, do that. But I'm going to go ahead and add these tomatoes to it. Stir them in there and let them get a nice coating with the butter. Get in some of that garlic in there. And I'm going to use that whole little container and just stir it in there. And all I'm doing is just letting it get warm and tender and let those flavors soak through. And while that's continuing to do that, we'll let this chicken cook. When I'm ready to add the heavy cream, I'll come back, add that so you can see as we put together this creamy Cajun chicken pasta. I'm ready to add my heavy cream, but this side of the Blackstone, you remember there's zones to the Blackstone. This side is up pretty high. I don't want to put my heavy cream over here while this is high, and I still want my noodles to continue to cook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the chicken, move it back, and I'm going to move my skillet over to this side so it will not heat up and cook as fast with that heavy cream, because the heavy cream has a tendency to stick. So I'm going to do that. When you come back and you say, wait a minute, that's why I have rearranged the griddle for you. So we're back. I know you got a little bit of that grill movement motion a minute ago. It's time for me to add my whipping cream. Choose whatever brand you like. With all the prices of groceries, I went with the store brand. So I am just going to add that into the pan. I'm gonna grab my spoon while you all are right there. And I am just going to stir that up. Let all that deliciousness flavor go in there. While that's cooking, I'm going to grab some more of my Creole Cajun seasoning. We're going to add that. Also going to add some more pepper to it. It is Cajun. It's got to have a little heat, right? So we're going to just sprinkle up some pepper in there. I'm going to stir it a little bit more. So we're going to stir this up. And once this thickens up, we're going to add a little cheese to it. And we're going to sit here and let the Blackstone do what it do. So I thought about something, y'all. I'm going to let this thicken up, but I want to cut up my chicken because, you know, I don't want to put big pieces of chicken breast, even though the chicken breast really is not that big. I don't know what's going on with these chickens and their breasts, but these chicken breasts are small, but I still want to cut them up and put them inside because it's just going to be one meal where everything's mixed together. So I am going to put on both gloves because if you ever worked on the Blackstone, you know it's some heat on this bad boy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move it where I can get to it better. So I'm just going to move all my chicken up to the front. I don't have it, my arms aren't as long as Tim's, and I told you all, he's recovering from total shoulder replacement. So yeah, just me and the Blackstone, me and the Blackstone. So I'm just going to use my chopper. It's really a scraper, y'all, but it's going to be whatever I call it. It's a chopper. And while I'm cutting this up, I want you to take a look at how The heavy cream is thickening up over there in the frying pan or the skillet. Yeah, getting a nice little thickening on it. Now get on back over here with this chicken. I'm just going to dice it up a little bit. Not make it too small. I really could have got the chicken that's already the tenderloins, you know what I'm talking about? I could have used those too, but I didn't. So this always works. Doesn't have to be the prettiest. I just want to make sure that I cut it up. I'll probably sprinkle a little bit more seasoning on it. It's still cooking. The heat from this Blackstone is real. You can only imagine like the short order cooks when they're on those griddles, how they feel all day long. You hear it sizzling. I wish you could smell the Cajun seasoning coming off this chicken. Get a little char on there, a little grill mark. I love it. Cut up some more. This right here is a little too thick for a sister. Cut them up just a little bit more. There we go. Let that sit right there. Cook. See those noodles? Yeah, they're getting ready. I'm gonna stir up this sauce. See it thickening, getting a little foam on the top. That's what we wanted to do. We'll add cheese in just a minute. And we're just gonna let that sit there. Continue to thicken. I'm going to add a little extra cavenders to my meat. Since I got it open, might as well put a little bit more seasoning on there. Don't want it bland. Toss it in the season. You got to toss it. Let it continue to cook. See a piece I want to just get just a little bit of him. Just a little bit. Separate that. Okay, he want to act stubborn. Y'all see that? Always one. Always one. When we come back, we'll be adding some cheese to our heavy cream, and then we will mix all this together. All right, family. I'm going to go ahead and add my Parmesan cheese. I cheated tonight. I did not grate my own, but I am going to add the cheese to the mixture. And I like it cheesy. So just about the whole bag, not completely. I'll see in a minute, but I'll probably use the rest to garnish it. But I'm just going to stir that in. You know with the cheese, you know with the heavy whipping cream, what's going to happen. You know it's going to get thicker. So we're just going to let that melt down. We'll continue to stir it, make a nice cheesy sauce. So we're just going to stir it up, let it get thick. So family, I'm looking at my sauce. It's looking good. It's thickening up, but I want a little more color. I don't really want it to look white. So I'm going to add a little bit of my friend Mr. Pep. Man, love paprika. Add that on there. Give it just a little color. I didn't want it to look like Alfredo sauce. I want it to look like she Cajun, baby. So we are going to just sprinkle some of that in there. Get some color. I'm going to stir just to give it some color. See, it's getting a little thick there. We're going to do a little mixy. We're going to stir. Yeah. All right. Mix it up real good now. I did turn my heat up a little bit on the Blackstone. I wanted to get a little boil to it because I'm going to add my chicken in here. So why don't you join me while I do that? Take my chicken off the grill. And just so I don't get that in there. Uh-oh, I lost one, y'all. I lost one. We are just going to put this chicken over in that pan. Bam. Take my spoon, cover that chicken up. Starting to thicken. All of it is starting to thicken. You see it? Let that cook, and we'll be back in a minute because our noodles are almost done. I'm going to strain them or drain them off camera, have them ready because I am going to also include them in this mixture. So we will be right back. So I'm doing the final and finishing touches, I should say. Not final, but finishing touches. I'm going to add a little crushed red pepper in there. Just a little. Spread that in there. Also going to add a little hit of some cayenne pepper. A little extra heat, y'all. It's Cajun. You scared? You scared? So we're going to put a little bit of heat on it. I'm going to stir it. You see it thickening? Yeah. We're going to stir that up. Off camera, I did drain the water from the noodles. So we have that on there and ready. You look right next door. You see the noodles are ready. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put on my gloves. Let's be wise here. And I'm going to add these noodles to this mixture and mix them in. So I'm going to grab and strain pretty good. Add these noodles in there. Mix it in there. Yeah. And just go ahead, finish it. Just finish it, right? Don't play around with it. Don't play with it. And we're just gonna make sure that everything is mixed in. You gotta love the Blackstone, y'all. You can put multiple pots on here. You can have chicken going. You can have all kind of other meat going on the side. You can have a veggie going. Man, I'm trying to tell you, I love cooking on the Blackstone. Then we're gonna just mix that in. Let it cook really good. I'm gonna top it with a little more cheese. Let it get a melt. Yeah, just finish it. Just finish it, Carmen. Just finish it. Go back with my cayenne pepper. Add it to the top. Just get a little drizzle. Y'all know it like the drizzle. I hope you all had a great day today. It's time for dinner. So this is one of these quick recipes you can throw on the Blackstone. Have yourself a quick meal. What, 2 pots in a Blackstone? That's a logo, right? 2 pots in a Blackstone. I might put that show on the road. So we're gonna come back. I'm gonna plate it because you all know I like to show you my final presentation. I'm gonna put it on the plate. We're gonna bless it, and then we are going to retire for the night. So be right back with our final plate and our presentation. So that's it at the cookout, y'all. We had a good time with this creamy Cajun pasta. Creamy Cajun chicken pasta. Y'all, it's too many C's in this. So I'm about to throw down. But I would like for you to like if you enjoyed this. I'd like for you to be notified. Be sure to hit that subscribe button too. So I hope you enjoyed yourself. Our hope for this channel is that it inspires, empowers, entertains, and keeps you informed. Be blessed, family.